Hi, welcome to my channel, Rohit Speaks. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about how long can you survive without food and water. And I know there might be some varying information. This is just for general knowledge. So technically, a human can survive without food for longer, but not without water. In short, so without food, but you have access to water, you can survive 2 months, 3 months, depending on your bad body's fat content and muscle content. Okay, if you have enough fat reserves and muscle reserves, then you might survive longer. But if you don't have water access, then even though you are having enough muscle and fat, without water, you won't survive more than a week. And if you're not again in direct sunlight, then you might survive a little more longer, but not more than a week or 8 days. That's the max a human can survive without food and water. So without food but with water can survive 2 to 3 months. You have access to food but no water, then you can still go on because in food there is water. But if you don't have food and water, then max you can survive is a week. Okay. And what happens is in starvation, the first 24 hours, whatever glucose is available in your body is going to get used up. After that, whatever fat reserves you have, that is going to get used up. And then your muscle will start be getting used up because now it will start getting broken up. And that muscle, it's not just your skeletal, which is your biceps and all this, but your even heart is a muscle. So your heart will start degrading. And basically that's where your system will fail and you will die of starvation. But with dehydration, within hours, your 1.5% of water is lost. In an hour, 4%, and in 3 days, 7%, and then it just gets worse. You will see, you will have a little bit of confusion. You cannot function in just an hour when you don't have food and water. And everything, like after 3 days, just gets what your system start to shut down because your water is required for everything to function in your body. So without food and water, not more than a week. Without food, but with water, you can survive months. With food, you can survive months because food has some water. And if you have water, dense food, you will be fine. So that's how a human can survive. So technically, without food and water, not more than a week. So that's this is just a general knowledge video. So if you are curious to know about it, this is about it. So with that, I'll switch off this video and see you in the next one. Bye for now.